As of recording this video, the Arizona Cardinals are 1 week away from starting the season against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. What a day to be alive. Today, we're going to be doing our very last season prediction of the Arizona Cardinals heading into the 2025 season. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack up that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we're covering the Arizona Cardinals news, breaking news, conversational pieces, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. And please don't be one of these guys that love to hover around the channel. Just subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. We are on the road to 18K. Cannot do it without you guys. But today we are going to be doing our last season prediction of the 2025 season, because as of right now, when we're going to be dropping this video, we are 1 week away from Cardinals versus Saints. And man, what a day to be alive. I feel like it kind of took forever to get here, but also fast at the same time. Crazy, crazy concept. But the Arizona Cardinals right now have everything at their fingertips as a potential. What is the next move for the trajectory? My expectations is, obviously, you went from 4 wins to 8 wins. I'm looking for double-digit wins, right? Potentially fighting for a division title and the playoffs. I want to see a playoff win from this Arizona Cardinal team. Now, we all know the stigma out there about the Cardinals not finishing strong in the second half of the season. Unfortunately, the Cardinals in the second half of the season do have a gauntlet, but if you want to be a playoff team, you got to beat those playoff teams that are playing in November and December football, right? So right now, let's go ahead and break this season down and see where the Arizona Cardinals are going to land at the end of the regular season. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into it, and let's go ahead and break this season down. So Cardinals starting off here week 1 with versus the New Orleans Saints. And I know we heard a lot of people saying that the Superdome or in New Orleans is a very tough place to play. And it's true. Fans are going to be real riled up. They're going to be excited. It's the first game of the season. They're probably looking at the Cardinals and saying, oh, hey, we could probably beat this game, right? We could probably win. Like, they're not a better team on paper, but any given Sunday is probably what the best mantra is for the New Orleans Saints right now. But I'm going to be real with you. If the Cardinals don't leave that Sunday with at least a 2-possession, score win, it would be really, really crazy to me. I feel like the Cardinals right now are so much leaps and bounds better than the New Orleans Saints. And I feel like they got to take advantage of this easy schedule to start off the 2025 season. So I got the Cardinals winning here away, which would be good. Anytime you can, sneak a win, not in your own home, is absolutely amazing. Let's move on to the next one. We got the Carolina Panthers at the Cardinals. Now, this is going to be at State Farm Stadium. I know. The Carolina Panthers always beat us. Doesn't matter if it's Bryce Young. Doesn't matter if it's Cam Newton off the street. They always find a way to beat us, right? But I'm going to lean on the Redbirds here. I feel like the Cardinals need to take advantage of this schedule. We got back-to-back division games coming our way, in weeks 3 and weeks 4. So we got to stack up as much wins as we possibly can. And I feel like the Cardinals are in a better spot in their rebuild. I don't think they're technically even a rebuild anymore, but I do think that they are further along than the Carolina Panthers. There's absolutely no reason why we're not going to take a win at home versus Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. So I know, I get it, but I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals on this one as well. So we're going to be starting off 2-0. So move on over to the next one. We got the San Francisco 49ers, and then you got the Seattle Seahawks on primetime Thursday Night Football. I don't believe in the San Francisco 49ers, if I'm going to be real with you. I don't believe in them. I don't think they're going to be a great team. I think they might finish probably last in the division, but I don't think they're going to be dog water. I think they're probably still going to win like 7-8 games, if I'm going to be real. Now, this is going to be in Santa Clara, right? I'm going to lean over to the San Francisco 49ers for getting the edge here. I think they're going to see this first division game, and they're going to pull it out some way or another. I'm going to go ahead and say the San Francisco 49ers win this game. Now, we have the Cardinals in Thursday Night Football with the Seattle Seahawks, right? So far, the Cardinals are 2-1, right? We're 0-1 in the division, so we got to make up some ground. We got Thursday Night Football versus the Seattle Seahawks, and the Arizona Cardinals, I think, takes the win in Thursday Night Football. So I got the Cardinals winning here. So now we're going to be 3-1 on the season. Move on over to the next game. After this, we got the Cardinals another home game, and this is going to be versus the Tennessee Titans. You got to win this game. You got a long week from Thursday to Sunday to prepare for a rookie quarterback. You got to win this game. You have to. So from here, I got the Cardinals winning. You have to win this game. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? The schedule that's provided to you is kind of given to you in a silver platter. You got to win this game. So now we are 4-1. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Now we go over to the Colts, right? We go over to Indianapolis. I don't think the Colts know what the heck they're doing this year. This Colts team is going through potentially another rebuild with maybe some firings happening in this offseason. I know they got a really good running back over there in Jonathan Taylor. I just don't believe in it. Now, I would be a little bit more favored to the Cardinals if we were playing at home, but this is still a dome stadium, right? I still do think the Arizona Cardinals can get the upper hand here and win over the Indianapolis Colts. So guess what? Now the Cardinals are 5-1. What a day to be alive, right? What a day to be alive. Now we come back home and play against the Green Bay Packers. So here we go. Green Bay Packers versus the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this is at home. I'm going to be real. This is going to be a tough game. Now, this is even with or without Micah Parsons. If you don't know, breaking news that dropped a few days ago, that Micah Parsons is now finding his way over to the Green Bay Packers. I don't think the Cardinals are going to, you know, completely be affected that Micah Parsons went there. Obviously, he's a really good dynamic piece, and he's going to be a really good player for years to come. I still do think that somehow I want to give the edge over to the Cardinals. This one's such a tough one for me. If I'm going to be real, this is a tough one. I feel like, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say the Cardinals. I'm going to say the Cardinals here. We have such a good first half of the season that I'm leaning again that we are going to continue to roll like this. Nigga, look at that. We're 6-1. All right, now we got our bye week. This is where it gets a little scary. This is where it gets a little scary because after the bye week, the Cardinals don't do very well. Now, week 9, after the bye week in week 8, week 9 versus the Dallas Cowboys in Jerry World. Guys, if you're not an Arizona Cardinal fan if you don't know that Kyler Murray has his best games in Jerry World. So, we're going to go Cardinals here as well. I don't believe in the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think they're going to be dog water, but I also don't think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be that great either, right? They're going to be middle of the line. The Cardinals right now are built to hopefully have a playoff push, right? So now we're moving over to week 10. So we got a big stretch here, a big stretch of a lot of wins. This is where it starts getting a little hairy for me. And I don't like it, but just the way the schedule is, this is where it gets a little like, okay, you got to start winning these November, December football games. Now you got the Seattle Seahawks. I don't think we're sweeping anybody in this division, if I'm going to be real. I don't think we're sweeping anybody in this division. This division is tough. I got the Seahawks winning in week 10. Of course, after the bye week, we all know how it all works out. Now, the good thing is that we do split, right? We're not getting swept by the Seattle Seahawks anymore, at least in my prediction here. Week 4, we get the upper hand, but in week 10, they get us, unfortunately. Week 11, the 49ers. The 49ers did beat us at home, but I think that the stigma that falls around the 49ers is that injuries pile up on that team. And it still happens. They're a older team, aging team with superstars that are really superstars still, but they're just always hurt. I'm leaning on the Cardinals here at home. 8-2. Woo! That's crazy. Oh man. 8-2? I mean, even if we lose against the Packers here, we're 7-3. So it's still a good spot to be. Still a good spot to be. Then we got the Cardinals versus the Jaguars. Come on, guys. Cardinals all the way. Now, this is where it gets a little tough for me. Right here. Bucks versus the Cardinals. We have always somehow beat Baker Mayfield when it comes down to Kyler versus Baker, right? Always somehow found a way to win. Because this is an away game, I'm going to lean on over to the Bucks. Now, I don't like that a lot of losses are going to be stacking up on the Cardinals here because of the solo reason of this second half of the season is really, really tough. Now we got the Rams. Rams versus Cardinals. Now, this is at home. I'm going to say the Rams take this one. I know. But Sean McVay is a really good head coach. If Matthew Stafford could stay healthy all season, this could be a potential deep playoff team. And I'm talking about the LA Rams. They're built for it, specifically because their quarterback is the best quarterback in the NFC West. Now that puts us at 9-4. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then we got the Texans. I want to give the win here to the Cardinals. I really do. But I'm going over with the Texans here. So now people are starting to feel a little deja vu, right? They're like, oh my God, the late season collapsing is happening again. We're 9-5. But we're still good. Heads over above water. I feel like the Cardinals are going to be in a good spot here. Now check this out. You got the Falcons versus the Cardinals. The Falcons right now are probably the most confusing team. I don't know what they're going to be. I really don't. I don't know what type of team they're going to be. Now, this is at home. I'm leaning Cardinals way. I feel like the Cardinals are going to get the win here. And I know Penix is going to hopefully try to have himself a really, really good year. But that puts us at 10-5. That puts us at 10-5. Like I said, even if we lose this Green Bay Packer game, right? We're 9-6. That's not bad. Last 2 games of the season. Here we go. Bengals versus Cardinals. If this was home, I would say Cardinals all the way. But this is at Bengals, and this is probably going to be December weather in Cincinnati. Now, it's set to be a Saturday game, or at least what it's saying here. I'm probably going to lean on the Bengals, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to lean on the Bengals here. I know it's tough, but I got the Bengals winning here in Cincinnati. Now, we're here. Cardinals versus Rams. This could potentially be a division matchup. It potentially could be, right? Potentially could be a division matchup. The last game of the season, Cardinals in LA. I got the Cardinals pulling up. Now, what does this mean? We're going 3-3 in the division. So we beat 49ers, they beat us. We beat Seahawks, they beat us. We beat the Rams, they beat us, right? The one real game that I'm seeing here on the schedule that I'm like, I don't know, and it's kind of a toss-up in terms of what I gave a win is probably this Green Bay Packer game. This Green Bay Packer game is kind of confusing to me. We can either be 11 wins on the season or 10 wins. Like realistically, breaking this down, we can be 11 wins or 10 wins on the season. Now, if you think of too much optimism, right, with that Green Bay Packer game, then 10-7 is not bad. That's not bad. Now, of course, you got to get into the playoffs, right? You got to get into the playoffs. So, as of right now, this is the way that I see it kind of coming to fruition. Now, you need to take advantage of the easy schedule in the beginning. If somehow you beat the 49ers in week 3, I can see us losing in week 4, right? The division games are very tough. It's so hard to predict those. But these other games that are outside those division games, the Tennessee Titans, the Colts, you got to win those games. You absolutely do. Like I said, the biggest toss-up right now is the Green Bay Packers. But ladies and gentlemen, what are your overall thoughts? Where do you see the Arizona Cardinals ending the 2025 season? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Make sure you smack that like button and subscribe on your way out. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cardinals.